Back on Tuesday, we saw the 1.18 update go live for Xbox One and PS4 and introduce a handful of new things into the game, including the new Days of Summer event, a new Blackout map update, new weapons, and then some. But the fun was only just getting started, as yesterday the 1.18 title update went live for PC, and per usual, there was a ton of extra content added into the game files, teasing some upcoming content drops and black market releases, some of which looks pretty cool, and some of which we could have some problems with. But regardless, with the new title update, we got a ton of leaked new content here in Black Ops 4, and today we're breaking it all down. What's up guys, Zacher Immortal here, welcome back to the channel, and thanks for stopping by. If you are new here and you want to stay on top of everything going on in the world of Call of Duty, this is the place to be. I am always covering the latest news, leaks, rumors, updates, all that good stuff. So if that's your thing, feel free to hit that sub button and turn on your post notifications. That way you'll always know when a new video goes live. And of course, if you guys enjoy this video, let me know by dropping a like rating on it. And now let's get into the newest batch of leaks here in Black Ops 4. Now, first and foremost, as always with leaks, since it is all, well, leaked content, I am not allowed to show any of it on screen without getting in some trouble. FBI, open up! So instead, I'll just be referencing each piece of leaked content throughout the video and describing it as best I can. But if you would like to see all of the leaked content and all the images and videos associated with everything we're going to be talking about here today, I will link Josh Woo Cool's Twitter down below, since all of this info is coming straight from him. Josh pretty much is the real MVP. He is always on top of the leaks, so definitely hit him up with a follow. It is well worth it. Anyways, let's dive right in, because the first piece of leaked content we have from the new update is an absolutely massive one, and it's also incredibly controversial, so there's that as well. In this image, we can see there are some new in-game renders for some new bundles coming to the shop, featuring a brand new specialist outfit for Zero, which we have seen in various promos for the event, alongside a new outfit for Battery as well, once again showcased in the promo material. Now, the outfits themselves are completely fine. In fact, the Zero one is especially cool to me, but the problem lies in what else is featured in these bundles. For one, each bundle appears to come with 10 reserve crates, meaning each will likely cost around 2,000 COD points or roughly $20 based off of the inclusion of the reserve crates alone. But on top of that, each of these bundles also contains what appears to be a weapon bribe, the same kind of bribe that we saw at tier 25 in the Days of Summer Contraband stream that guarantees you a dupe protected DLC weapon, or, and heavy emphasis on that or, a Mark II weapon variant. What frustrates me here is the fact that not only is the weapon bribe in and of itself a major slap in the face with the addition of the Mark II variants, making it even harder to acquire the ballistic knife or the Locust or the Peacekeeper or the S6 Stingray, but the first way we see, or I should say we are going to see, a new weapon bribe introduced is through a paywall. Why not offer this bundle as a Prestige Master reward or a community challenge? Granted, I guess that could be an outcome, but let's face it, knowing Activision, that's not going to happen. As of now, these appear to be shop bundles, and with a new skin, 10 crates, and a weapon bribe included in these two leaked images, I honestly expect them each to cost in between $25 and $30, much like that triple play we had back with the Demo Hammer melee weapon. And speaking of a triple play, we'll be talking more about a new one coming up as we progress throughout the leaks. Moving on from the rather disappointing weapon bribe bundles though, our next leaked image shows off the new map updates coming to the Alcatraz portal map next week on June 11th, with the brand new shipwreck and submarine locations. And while once again I'm not able to specifically show these new images on screen, between the various promo images and even the Days of Summer trailer itself, we actually have a pretty solid idea about these two new locations coming to Alcatraz, and personally, I am super excited to jump back into the chaos that is the Portal Quads mode and see just how crazy these two new locations are going to be upon first release. Judging from the trailer and the various promo images we have available to us right now, both of these new locations appear to be located just off of the coast of the actual Alcatraz island, so I'm sure there'll be ridiculously hot drops when the update first goes live, but a few weeks in, I don't really see them being anything too crazy since they aren't really a central point on the map. More than likely, Cell House, Docks, and the Tents areas will all go back to being the most chaotic places on the map after we get used to the new areas, but nonetheless, I am definitely excited for a new Alcatraz map update. As we move on throughout the leaked content though, we then get a glimpse of what our next Twitch Prime pack is going to include, and this one honestly looks pretty sick if you ask me. Much like our first 2 Prime packs, we have 3 items included within this pack, and this time around it looks like we're going to end up seeing a new sticker of some sorts, a brand new emote, and also a new weapon camo, and the camo in specific actually looks pretty cool as it's like a bright green and red pattern showcased specifically on the ICR. So that should be coming up shortly, and of course if you do have a Twitch Prime account, you will gain access to this new Prime pack for free in-game as soon as it releases. We then get an actual leaked preview video of what appears to be a brand new melee weapon coming to the game, which according to the game files right now is dubbed the Rising Tide melee weapon. Now this weapon is essentially a Pirates of the Caribbean-esque sword, and if I had to guess, seeing as it was not included in the Days of Summer event tiers, I would say it's likely going to come to the game as a part of a new triple play. And if that is the case, hopefully it does not cost $30 again like last time with the demo hammer. Or I suppose it could also be introduced to the reserve content as well, seeing as that's where all the new DLC weapons ended up landing. Personally though, I'm not really a huge fan of either of those outcomes. I would much rather be able to grind out some of the challenges to unlock it, but as of right now, I would say the Rising Tide melee weapon is likely going to be locked behind a paywall. As we move on to our next image though, here we have a glimpse of what appears to be the bacon camo from Black Ops 2 returning to the game, much like the Afterlife camo did a few weeks back. Of course, the Afterlife camo is now in reserves, and it's actually a reactive camo, which is a little upgrade from the Black Ops 2 version, so I am kind of curious to see if the bacon camo is going to receive any kind of upgrade to it this time around, or if it'll strictly be a still camo just like it was back in BO2. I'm also curious to see if this will be a reserve unlock or simply an item shop purchase, but as of now we have no clear indicator there. Our next leak as we move on down the list is actually a really weird one, as it features 2 new Blackout character bundles, new in the sense that they're new bundles, not physically new characters, because the 2 bundles both feature Nikolai, one from the Operation Absolute Zero tiers, and this bundle is actually available in the shop right now. But then we also see the Primus version of Nikolai, which is already in the game, but locked behind a quest. So are we just going to start selling cop-out skins now if we don't feel like completing the quest? Is that what's going on here? Because it certainly seems like they're just trying to sell a skin that is currently available for free if you just complete the character mission. It's definitely odd, but it's in the files nonetheless, so I guess that's there. And after that, we then see a bundle for the Augur Mastercraft, so it appears that'll be coming back in the coming weeks as well. We then see some in-game PNGs for what appears to be an upcoming SOG Mark II variant, as it's a much nicer shiny sea green color instead of the standard camo-less look of the weapon, as well as an image and a video for the unreleased Spitfire Mastercraft, which according to the in-game files is currently called the Deep Voyage. Back on the topic of bundles, we then see an image for Sergei's Blackout character with 8 reserve crates, so I'd expect that to be a bundle coming to the shop here in the near future. And while we are on the topic of Sergei, Josh was actually able to data mine the voice lines for Sergei, which I have to say are absolutely hilarious because pretty much everything is just mumbled and completely inaudible, which is going to be very, very funny to hear in game. I'm also kind of curious about Sergei's hitbox, since in the story, he was the biggest dude around, so that should be pretty interesting to see as well. Oddly enough, another leaked image that stemmed from this update is that of a still screenshot of the map Splash from, I believe it was Black Ops 3. Now, I highly doubt we're going to be getting another free multiplayer DLC map during this event, so maybe Splash will just be a remake for DLC 4 and Operation 5 later on in July, or perhaps it's going to be a new addition to the Blackout map that comes later on down the road. Really, with this leak in specific, only time will tell. On top of that, we then see some new specialist outfits for Torque and I believe Outrider that are both pirate themed. And then to wrap up the leaks for today, we get an image that has a crypto logo on it, which at first, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely thought was some kind of reference to crypto keys coming back to the market, but giving it more thought, this is likely just the logo for the contracts, which we know will be coming to the game at the end of the month with the next major title update, that of course being the 1.19 patch. From what Josh ended up tweeting though, that appears to be all the leaks that stemmed from the newest update. Like I said in the intro, some really cool things came from these leaks, but also some concerning things as well. Once again, if you would like to take a sneak peek at all of the images and videos obtained from the newest game files, Josh's Twitter will be linked down below. And with that said, that does effectively wrap things up for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like rating on it, as it is much appreciated. And of course, if you guys are brand new here to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest Black Ops 4 news and intel, feel free to hit that sub button and turn on your post notifications. That way you'll never miss another upload. Once again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.